Ugh. Oh boy. Okay. So let's start by saying that there's a lot of bullcrap when it comes to the RV industry all over the internet. There's the super negative people, there's the overly positive people, there's the people in between. But the reality is the RV industry is in deep trouble. It's in really deep trouble, and not for the reasons the super negative people want you to believe. Welcome to HB RV Lifestyle. My name is John Levingston, aka the Honey Badger, aka the Blowhard, here to give it to you straight and transparent about the RV business. And today is your October 2025 RV industry update. Now I'm going to leave a lot of the littler things to Josh the RV nerd. He always does a really good job covering a lot of the stuff. I'm going to try to keep this under 10 minutes. We are going to get to the heart of the problem. And the heart of the problem starts with Hershey, Pennsylvania. Okay? You have two camps that want to make you believe Hershey was the biggest success and the biggest thing that has happened in the RV industry for the last 15 years. It's huge. And you got the people who are like, well, there wasn't a whole lot of sales. Okay. Fair enough. Let's get to the heart of the matter with Hershey. Hershey is no longer what it used to be. Hershey is now more of unveiling. It's more of, let's see what 2026 brings out. Last year was, what is new for 2025? People are out to look at Hershey, Pennsylvania now. There is zero incentive for people to buy in Hershey, Pennsylvania like they used to be. Okay, when I was a show dog and I did the Hershey show 10, 12, 13 years ago, it was all about clearing out old year model stuff. And you had 5 days and it made people have to make decisions. Now, because year model change is occurring sooner rather than later, it has become more of a showcase for the new year model. So we cannot judge jack crap when it comes to Hershey, Pennsylvania. And if the manufacturers and the dealers haven't figured that out yet, well, wake up, right? Okay. Let's get to the other camp. The other camp is going to be about the Dealer Days show in Indiana, where all the manufacturers get together and they're all like praising, oh, we had the best dealer days ever. We have so many great OEM partners, and they're just trying to hype up this thing, right? The reality is the dealers are screwing themselves, and they're screwing the manufacturers, and they're screwing the customer, and not the way you think. So let me back off from it. Let's look at it from this perspective. I have said for 5 months that there are more buyers in the market to buy an RV than there is inventory. But what dealers and even some manufacturers have not figured out yet is that the old school method of giving somebody a low price leader, like a 12995 17B Coleman, and bringing him in, hang him for $2,500 get ready and $3,000 freight, that people are just going to lay down and buy it. Okay. Those days are over almost. Now, I'm sorry, consumers, prep fees are real. Until the RV manufacturers pay the dealer to actually go through the unit, you're always going to get charged a prep fee. You're either going to get charged a prep fee in the selling price or they're going to separate it. Doesn't matter. You're going to get charged. Period. End of report. Okay. But to be charged $3,000 for a prep fee on a $12,000 trailer is ridiculous. And we all know that, right? Okay. That being said, those days are over because people are shopping using their phone, apps, laptop, tablet. I would tell you that over 75% of the trailers, used, new, motorhomes, etc., that I've sold this year have been through Facebook Marketplace, Instagram, TikTok, RV Trader, or some kind of phone call. Only a quarter of the deals I've done this year have actually been people that originally first walked into the dealership lot. It's a fact. So what has happened is consumers have decided to sit back for a little bit and travel to where they feel the best deal is. Now, while a lot of them have not educated themselves about traveling 2,200 miles to save $500, I'm gonna save that for another video at another time. You're seeing more people traveling out of state and out of their area to buy their rig because of the game plan. You're seeing Camping World is down, losing money. That game that they play with their fees is no longer acceptable to consumers. So instead of us looking at the bigger picture and realizing we have more consumers than inventory, dealers have made a conscious decision to not order product, to just try to get through the winter and into early spring with minimal inventory, minimal 2026s, and hit hard on buying a bunch of used. Now, while if I was going to predict a recession in the RV industry in 2026, I would probably do the same thing. And that's what people are predicting because of what they think is happening, because foot traffic is down. But these dealerships are not paying attention to the weapon, and I guess not a weapon, I guess the tool social media really is. Marcus Lemonis is behind. So if Marcus Lemonis is behind on what the capabilities of AI and social media are, everybody else is a dinosaur. And I've tried to offer, I've said, pay me and I'll come get your place full of people. But the last time I did that, they ran out of inventory and had no backup plan. I was like, oh crap. We sold like 120 units in 2 months. And then they couldn't get any more inventory. So everybody's flying by the seat of their pants. And it's going to screw the manufacturers, screw the dealers themselves, and screw the consumer. And the reason why it screws the consumer is because those of you that are looking forward to a certain product and being able to see it in person, you probably won't get that opportunity. You're probably going to have to buy sight unseen. You're going to have to buy using video and other technologies to make your decision and order your product ahead of time. AKA, and we'll use Brinkley as an example because Brinkley's, even though I'm not a big fan, it's a very popular product. You may not be able to go see every single 2026 Brinkley floor plan in person. You're probably going to have to actually order it directly through the dealership, and you're probably going to have to do it through these 360 views in these videos. Unfortunately, that's going to be a reality. The days of touch and feel are probably going to go away because dealerships are too afraid to order a bunch of product because they think that 2026 is going to be a big down year. And when you guys start buying in massive bulk, and let's say, for example, by March, they're out of inventory, manufacturers are not going to do what they did during COVID and start pumping out inventory. They're not stupid. They've learned their lesson from what happened in COVID. They're not going to do it again. Just stupid. It really is.